Welcome back, puppies, to Barking Dogs Miniature Painting Video. Please like, share, and subscribe. You can follow us on Facebook, and you can support us on Patreon.
So, I'm highlighting with some red leather from Model Color. From Vallejo's Model Color line. I'm just going to reach in here just a little bit. I'm not going to go all the way in. Kind of rub some of that off there. I want the inside of his knee to be kind of shadowed. And here in a minute, I'll be putting on a Agrax Earthshade wash that will help blend some of these highlights and this layering together. What you can't see on my wet palette here, I'll just move it where you can see it. I'm actually just using some of the beads of water on here to help thin out the paint a little bit. With these highlights, I'm just being very careful. I'm not really putting them on wide. I'm just really hitting as many of the raised areas as I can. And then after the wash, if I don't feel that it blended in well enough, I'll come back and work it out some more. And usually the wash will blend it pretty well. If I work it out some more, what I mean is put on probably another thin layer of this. If I have to, I'll go back to the color that I used before this and start over again. I usually don't have to be that drastic. Usually a thin coat of either this final highlight or the one right before this is usually enough to help blend it all together if the wash itself didn't do that. For this, I'm going to hit his knee right there. I'll come up here and hit some of that. And just use the side of my brush and get some of this right here. What I did off camera is I painted up this symbol here, some kind of Genestealer symbol, painted up the grenade, whatever that cylinder is, and I painted up the upper part of this armor. And I'm fixing to hit it with Nuln oil. Citadel. Kind of anxious to get this commission finished. Because up next, I think I have an idea what I'm going to paint. Found an Etsy store here a while back that was selling 28mm. I guess maybe they're more of a 30mm version of some old He-Man characters. But I'm not going to get into that too much here. That'll be a whole separate video or series of videos. I don't know why I was worried about I started to dab off some excess there, but then I remembered this is getting that wash too. And actually, I'll put some on his caprice. These arms kind of have a caprice-like shell. And then his horn right there will get this wash also, but after I paint him up. I haven't got to him yet, so we'll hold off on the wash for now. Hope you can see that all right. My camera's in a slightly different position than what I typically work it in, so I don't know. I didn't think to look up at the monitor. Yay! Well, good thing there's editing, right? We can fix all that just happened. Alright. See if this is any better. What I'm doing right now is I'm actually soaking up some of the excess wash with the dry paintbrush, or semi-dry anyways. It's one that had been rinsed off and then dabbed on a paper towel. I think I'm done with the Nuln oil, and that was long enough to let the Agrax Earthshade, or I mean long enough to let his dress, whatever those rags are that he's wearing there. I think the paint's dry enough on it. I'm going to go ahead and start coating it with some Agrax Earthshade. And like right now, I just got it a little too heavy inside of there. So I'm just going back with the brush and kind of using it as a well. That's how I kind of got it spread around in there. I see an area that I should have touched up. I can fix that though. I have to wait on the Agrax Earthshade to dry. And this little area right here, I got some overpaint on when I was painting up the armor. That'll be a quick fix later. And I think I will in this video, well, not this video, but this series, will come in and show kind of what I was talking about, touching some of that up. Although when it dries, it'll look pretty good, because I probably should have highlighted here some more. I really like the addition of that shade. Really adds a lot more character to those rags. Well, alright, we're going to take a brief break. Here, I'll turn this off, see if I can get this guy. Is he going to focus? It's trying to. I'll show this guy here. Alright, we're going to take a break and let that dry some, which for you will be just a moment, because it'll probably fade out here any minute and fade into the next step in the process. Okay, so we're back. This is dried enough for me to continue. And I actually like the way it turned out, but I am going to try to blend it a little bit. And I had jumped from this color to this color, but I think I'm going to come in with some of this this color here. It's mahogany, and it's kind of between the two, a little more brownish, but I'm going to touch up a couple areas with it. We'll see how it turns out. Again, I'm just using some beads of water to kind of thin out the paint a little bit. One of the areas I want to touch up is right back here. Oh yeah, that worked out beautifully. Yeah, it's blending very well, that mahogany. It's going to allow me to come up here and add a little highlight there. Now I did just dab on the very tip there some of that red leather, which is the lighter of those three colors I just showed, because I want to kind of go around the hole right here, let it pop a little bit. Yeah, that was really all I needed. I don't feel need to come in and try to blend too much, because it looks kind of grimy and we kind of want that. I'm going to come in right here, work my way down a little bit. Yeah, I think that turned out rather well. Just checking it over to see if there's any other areas I'm not completely happy with. And I believe we are done.
And here we are with some still shots of the work that was done in this video. I think the transitions turned out nice and smooth. Definitely really good tabletop gaming quality. If you like the work you saw in this video and some of the images you're seeing now, I'm available for commissions. You can reach me through messaging me at Facebook, www.facebook.com/BarkingDogStudio. Patreon supporters get discounts on commissions as well as credit at the end of the video. Special thanks to the Clarks for their continued support. Bark on, puppies.